And I want to take the time out right now to greet each and every one of you. Karen Yard Style, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Man has love and elevation. City Town, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. Vice out. Man has love and elevation to you. To that person that just came in, I want to say welcome. This is a rainy day vibes. Just now getting over a very bad flu, to be honest. Sorry. But I just want to come and give you some good vibes on these rainy days. I hear it's raining in many different parts of the world. Yes, 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 that is true, my sister. So I personally won't be talking too much, but I will be talking. And yes, in just a moment, the camera will be on. But once again, to those of you who are in the chat, thank you for being here. To those of you who are in the mystery room, or this is not even the Servant David show, but you know what I mean, in the background, bless up. To those of you who will be coming in, manners, love, and elevation to you. To those of you who may even catch the replay to this, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Yes, it's raining here in Jamaica. Wow. I tell you, it's raining in the Philippines. It's raining in Jamaica. It's raining in Canada. It's raining in America. And in each of those places, it's not even raining everywhere. Funny, huh? Good vibes, Kay. I want to say good afternoon to you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. Sorry for that. As I just warm up and wait for a few more people to come in. Yes, I am Servant David from the Servant David Show. But guess what, guys? This is Raw Chattings. So it's going to be some very raw chattings going on. Out of nothing at all but the truth. Are you willing? Are you ready for truth? A lot of truthful topics. And you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be. It could be an hour, which I doubt. It can be 2 hours, which I doubt. It could be 3, 4, 5, who knows? Just a rainy day vibes. For those of you who may be stuck in, for those of you may be driving and it's raining, I promise you, good vibes.
If God had a name, what would it be, and would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him in all his glory, what would you ask if you had just one question? Yeah,
God is good. Yeah.
God,
He is good.
yeah. What if God was one of us? Just as love like one.
And Vybz K says, hey Karen, how you doing?
Just a stranger
in response to Karen saying hello. Please, you guys, if you could possibly share this out, I'd greatly appreciate it. I only shared it out to a few people. But if it's even just you and me, hey, three's a crowd, yeah. I know that the Holy Spirit is here. And with that being said, I see three more. So they say where 2 or 3 are gathered or more, it is good. So in the mighty name of Jesus right now, Almighty God, I ask that you will take control over me. I ask that you will take control over this program this afternoon. May everything go your way. In Jesus' name I pray. Hallelujah. God is, yeah. Vybz out, how you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus. What if God was one of us? What if he was? He could be if he wanted to be. But we're so sinful. We're so sinful, and there is God, there can be no sin. And where there is sin, there can be no God. Truthful talk. Like it or not. As I go into the next one, I hope you guys enjoying the vibes so far. Once again, I want to say manners, love, and elevation to you. And we are in the last week of September. Do you know what that means? I believe you do by now. And I'm gonna be doing a little different genre. I got some people that's listening, not necessarily Christians, and they have put in a request, and so I'm going to grant that request, and that's how I'm going to rock it this program today on this rainy day vibes. Is it raining where you are? Voice out. Is it raining where you are? How about you, Kay? Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? If you guys don't mind, please type in the chat where you're checking in from. So if you're checking in from Jamaica, say Brownstown, Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, wherever you are in the world, type it in the chat. Manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. And if you have a topic that you'd like to talk about, feel free to bring it up. Live crazy. Live crazy or live crazy. It can be either way. That's the truth. It can be live or it can be live. I shouldn't have done that. And Good Vibes K is checking in all the way from the UK. Bless love, brother David, and everyone here. Blessings to you all. Coming from my brother Robert Lifestyle. Manners, love, and elevation to you. Karen Yard style calling, checking in straight from St. Thomas, Jamaica. And I'm gonna kind of go easy on the talking a little bit and just go down into some rainy day vibes. Manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you.
There's no use to chat with the devil.
As I juggle it like this. Kaboom!
But in a Babylon kingdom, go beg no bread.
In a Babylon kingdom,
Go beg no bread.
no,
Satan company, them are snipers.
yeah, Satan company,
Them are snipers. I go in a Babylon kingdom. Go beg them bread.
no way,
We not try in a Babylon
kingdom,
go beg them bread. For Satan company.
and to share anywhere you are in the world, I want to say manners, love, and elevation to you.
Satan company.
Brother Gary, how you do? Thank you for all that you do.
They rob and they cheat the poor people.
How many of you know that
They sit and keep a conference.
what goes around
Something wine.
comes around?
Say Satan company.
Whether it be good
Them a sniper.
or whether it be bad,
Satan company.
what goes around comes right back around.
I
Now, it might not come around right away.
don't at all
It might not even come back
to try
to you indirectly
people.
or directly, but it will come back to you indirectly.
Company. Them a sniper.
You following me so far?
Satan company.
You following me so far?
A sniper.
Something that your grandparents did
Idle just kill.
donkey ages ago.
Walk the street with
You weren't even born. Your parents didn't even meet each other yet.
Satan company.
Your grandparents
Sniper.
did something.
Lord.
You don't know what it is. You might know, you might have heard, you might not have a clue, you might not put it together like glue, but they did something. And now you
Satan company.
seem like you can't get ahead for anything.
Oh, John.
Lord, I wonder if somebody put something upon me, man.
Them are snipers. Coming out in a Babylon kingdom. Pick up
Am I right, I say?
in a
Am I right, I say?
kingdom. Pick up big
Raw chattings with their old troublemaker.
that them run go chat. Them and them neighbor on the table.
But as I said, what goes around, blessings, Sir David, and everyone here, coming from Vybz with Kelly. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have your presence. But whatever we do,
In a Babylon,
good or bad, it comes back around.
we not go in a Babylon.
It comes back around.
Satan company.
And Vybz K is checking all the way in from Kingston, Jamaica.
We run come loud.
How's the weather down there? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? How you doing? How you doing on this beautiful day? Because this is the day that the Lord has made, no matter what it is looking like to you or me. Manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you. Yeah. But can I tell you that when I say what goes around comes around, we really need to be careful of the things we say, the things we do. And like me, some of you, if you really get honest, you throw stones occasionally. And sometimes we're throwing stones and we're the ones who need to be stoned sometimes. Or sometimes we're not even the ones who need to be stoned, but we think someone else needs to be stoned, so we stone them. But we forgot that our skin is not too thick. Or we forgot that we lived in a glass house, per se. Can I advise you that if you live in a glass house, don't throw a stone. Don't throw a stone if you live in a glass house. Please. Please. As we go down into the rainy day vibes, Monia and Dory.
In the glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows, brother,
Don't throw blows. If you live in a glass house,
don't throw stones. And if you
can't take blows.
can't throw blows,
You hear what the man say?
no man, let no man
Soon come, thumbs up and shared.
as they would.
Thank you so much, Monia.
And to every
And Dory, how you doing this afternoon if you're listening?
man, 'cause he's the only man left.
Thank you for the amazing people that are here right now. But can I advise you?
You live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows,
Then don't throw blows. As we go down further into the vibes, I want to say manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Please tell a friend about this program.
By the rivers of Babylon,
In just a moment, we're going to go down into
sat
a
down,
very, very interesting topic.
and there he
Very, very
went,
interesting topic.
when he remembered,
Zion.
cause the wicked carried us away,
Sometimes do you wonder
require
why
oh,
you try so hard to progress, elevate, or succeed in a certain thing? And for some reason, no matter how close you get to that goal of yours, you fall, or it feels like you got pulled down. Mary's Health and Kitchen, thank you for being here. Let me read that correctly. Mary's Health Kitchen and Homestead, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Please enter at your own risk. Only truth spoken here. But I welcome you, I welcome you, I welcome you, I welcome you very much. But you ever wonder why you keep falling? The more you try to climb, the more you, it's like you take 2 steps forward and you end up getting knocked back 3 steps backwards. Why do we keep falling? There's something that you're doing, whether you be a Christian, a Rasta, a bald, straight, you lean, whatever it is that you do, or whoever it is that you are, there's something that you do, and deep down inside, you really don't want to do it. You want to stop doing it. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. You want to stop doing it. But for some reason, you just don't, or you can't. You try. And you try. You come very close to stopping. Or you actually stop doing the thing that you wanted to stop doing or start doing. But then you fall back into doing it. Why do we fall? That's the first topic of the day. Why do we fall? I told you, I'm gonna come with some side twisted topics, some straightforward topics that a lot of people can relate to, a lot of people experience, but more people are afraid to talk about or don't talk about. And it's going to be given in none other than a raw chattings form. Are you ready? Are you ready? As we step in, we're stepping out of Babylon. Manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you as we get ready to go down into the topic. Why do we keep falling? Good vibes, K. Do you question yourself about that sometimes?
I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit. Me stand out in a Babylon and represent the truth. Me nah go see a road and see bad things and keep me mouth from you.
Oh no.
I got a strong reggae beat with a mic in my hand. Lead out the youth them out of destruction and tell the people they should know
right from wrong.
We got the strength.
If you're liking the vibes so far, can I please see a thumbs up in the chat?
Don't be selfish.
Can I see a thumbs up in the chat?
Yeah.
There's no Nightbot over here, so you're free.
Just remember to hold your head.
You're free.
It doesn't
There's no Nightbot over here.
I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit. We stand out in a Babylon and defend the truth. Me nah go sit aside and watch Babylon.
Feel free to type the emojis that you want to type. As many. Raw. Let's get raw.
Right from raw. All who believe in love will get a blessing from above.
All who believe in love
will get a blessing from above.
There is no song, kill the boer, kill the farmer. That's a chant. We over-explained it in court. If you have a problem with it, go to the records of the courts. Don't be lazy to read, man, and ask me the same thing all again and again and again. And I won in court. The court said there's nothing wrong singing kill the boer, kill the farmer. When do we respect the judgments of the court? And when do we disrespect the judgments of the court? When they favor Helen Zille, we must respect them. When they don't favor Helen Zille, we must not respect them. There is a court decision that must be respected. Those who have appealed it, they must go and fight it in court. We won. And we shall sing this song in line with the court decision. The court of South Africa, an independent court, has made a declaration on this matter and is closed. There is no...
Calling out the leaders of the world today. Yeah. Give a night to the poor class, I say, yeah.
Think about it.
Got to let the people know.
Think about it. I told you topics from out of nowhere.
The way, yeah.
Raw chattings.
People that's wise. Believe in yourself. The future generation depends on you.
As we go into the last song before we get into the topic, bless mom, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Isn't it strange how princesses and kings in clown daddy papers in sawdust ring?
Just like
Common people like you and me,
we'll be.
let's fall in love with you. Teachers giving the back of blues, shapeless mask,
And the book of truth.
each must make their lives flowing. Tumbling black on a stepping stone.
Just like.
People like you and me.
Yeah, that's why I won't be talking as much. I'm just now kind of getting over it. It was way worse. Way worse. Way worse. I think a lot of people was going through it. I think a lot of people, yeah. Bless mom, I don't know how long you've been here, but I was asking a question.
I said, small people like you and me will be feeling that it's all because of you.
Do you ever question yourself and ask, why do you keep falling? Or why do someone or some people just keep falling? Why do we keep falling?
I know the sun.
In things that we are trying to do, we're trying to succeed in this, elevate in that, grow in this, reach this goal, reach that goal. But for some reason we keep falling. Or there's something that we want to, that we keep doing, and we don't want to do it anymore, whether we should be or not. We don't want to do it anymore. And for some reason, we just cannot stop doing it. Or we actually stop doing it. But then we fall back and we end up doing it again. You ever ask yourself why? That's why I don't even trust myself. I don't trust anybody. Not even myself. I trust God. For God said, trust no man. But why? Why do we keep falling? Listen to this. I invite you. Listen. Listen.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody.
Okay.
Life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take
True.
and keep moving forward.
True.
That's how winning is done.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute or an hour.
Very true, bless mom.
Even a year. But eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
The margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
You got a dream?
You got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Don't be afraid to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions.
You have to believe that something different can happen. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
That most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Saniki, welcome, welcome, welcome.
That most frightens us.
Deep down, dig deep down, and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people.
Make a choice. Like, just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that?
What is it you said to the kid? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Get up. Get up. And don't ever give up.
We can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time.
To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good at writing because you have never written before.
Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. If you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time.
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now.
I'm going to show you how great I am. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
Now, what are you going to do?
Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Some boy do some YouTube sitting them shaky, them nervous.
People talk, that's what they do, but they don't understand. Home is still a portion go through. Yes, they laugh.
Monia, welcome back. Welcome back.
But they just don't get it. How them see me, I hold my head up just the same. When them see me, them just keep on talking. Me not see them, I just keep on walking.
And Monia is saying hello to each and every one of you. For those of you in the bush, Monia says hello.
Some of them see me as a big.
To those of you in the chat, Monia is saying hello.
I'm gonna kill over.
Let's greet Monia and greet each and every one in the proper, respectful way.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them take away your liberty. Live your life and be free. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Starting today, live your life and live it your way. When you go through heartache, when you feel in pain, when you end up in a desert, and I wonder why the hell it not rain.
And Justice is saying hello, Monia.
On every word left a stain. When them talk up the things, them just to mash up your life and give your back.
Robert Lifestyle saying hello, Mo.
But them blunder. Bad mind and think them left your business asunder.
And I'm glad you're liking the vibe. Is the voice out?
Show them you can be stronger. Just take up yourself and make the
Just take up yourself anytime. You see people just talking about you.
Don't believe their lies.
And can I tell you, most of the time, when people talk about you the most, when people have the most to say about you, usually they know the least about you.
And be free.
But hey, if they're talking about you, something must be going on. Let's look at it that way, yeah? Raw chattings.
Your life, your way, I say. People talk, that's what they do. But they don't understand. Home is still a push and go through. Yes, they laugh. Some call me name.
I want to say a big shout out and a big love and manners and elevation to all the potholes that they just won't fix all over the world. Manners, love, and elevation to all those potholes that we run into when it's raining and we can't even see them. And you know, guess what? The potholes that if it damages your car, the government doesn't even take care of it. They say it's a natural disaster or some crap. My God. Big up to all of the haters. Big up to all of the people who just talk about you. Big up to the ones who have negative to say about you. Big up to the spammers. I want to say big up to each and every single one.
They can't do me like that. What? Mr. That.
Now, who do you think this is? Who do you think this is? Coming straight out of Trinidad.
All in a power for the little children. They're innocent and so vulnerable, we have to protect them. And as a mother, you know, I surely feel the pain whenever a little baby blood flows on the drain. Many times, body lays stiff on the lane, it make me sick in the stomach and the brain. Mama hold faith, she never worry. True, the boys ever get mixed up in poly, keeping the wrong friends and company. Mama always say a prayer for me. She's got the world in her hands. She's got the master key. She is the balance without her.
To all of the good mothers out there.
She's the element, earth, wind, fire, and the sea.
To all of the mothers who are mothers to the motherless.
What would life be? Blessed with instincts and intuition, woman. Always ready cause we fit for the mission. Coast Guard, fire, police, army, anything with weapon. Not afraid anytime you see we bust the biggest weapon. You think a joking at your army, pure assassination. Woman, come to set it right and clean the nation. When Babylon fall, food operation.
And this is Cool Omega.
She's got the world in her hand.
She's got the master key.
She is the balance.
Out of the one named Queen Omega.
Girl, what would life be? She is a lioness. She is the queen.
But Monia, can you tell me who this next artist is? Can you tell me who this is? Who is this next artist? Who is this next artist, Monia?
Lord, give us strength. Oh, never let thy faith to live out the greater part of my days. Give us strength.
Oh, 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 oh.
Never let thy faith no to live out the greater part of my days. Give us strength. Yeah. Indeed, I see face delays and pain, but I'm not afraid. They are looking for what they can take. Coming all size, appearing all shape. Lord, give us the vision to differentiate. Yeah, they wait, we shall escape. God who protect is greater than great. In all that we do, He holds our faith. Jaja, give us strength. Yeah, yeah. Never let I fail. No, to live out the greater part of my
That's right, it's Buju. Lord, give I strength.
I never let I fail.
Robert Lifestyle, you look like you know music. I think you do. Tell me who this is. Who is this? Who is this, Robert? Adonis, and who you are, man of love and elevation to you, my son.
Each and every day, time is getting harder. Yeah. Some of them are Allah, some are God.
Who is that, Robert? Who is that? Why, Servant David no easy with the music, you know. I heard somebody say that. They got so much things to say.
Each and every day, time is getting harder. Yeah. Some of them are Allah, some are God. Each and every day, time is getting harder. Some of them are Allah.
Summer ball, and just because you get it, you know, you're right, you know. Got to pull up another culture. Manners, love, and elevation to you, Robert. You know your music.
I've got to speak the truth. That white person. There is something wrong, you know, which not even person can understand, but Jah alone can understand. There is something wrong, you see, that not even person cannot see, that it's Jah alone and Christ.
I'm going easy. Don't they know it's Jah? Jah is only Jah alone. That's why I don't profess myself to be a Christian, because Jah alone is a Christian.
I'm telling you what,
Only Jah alone.
Music upon the throne.
a Christian. Bless my twin. Who is this? Who is this right here? Who is this? Who is this right here? Bless mom. Who is this? How about you, Vybz King? You got a clue? Who do you think this is? If you didn't know, I think he told you.
Help me, Lord. Please save me from myself, Lord. Save me from myself, Lord.
I need your help.
Please help me, Lord.
And save me from myself, Lord.
Protect me from myself, Lord. Satan this kind that I'm living in. Christ does not teach, I'm no victim. Words and check the system. Mankind selfish, it's upbringing. Check out your ways, I was higher than mine. My heart and my soul, I must get them in line. Need knowledge and patience straight from the mind. As I do the warrior, praise is divine. So I'm singing,
help me, Lord. Please help me from myself, Lord.
Help me from myself, Lord. Ooh, I need your help. Please.
Will do. I don't mean to trouble you. Just picking your brain a little bit. But this is Rondell Positive.
Please take all my selfish thoughts in the clean hands and glory out. All the envy, all the wrath, all the malice must be found. Replace my mess with righteousness. My sinfulness I confess. So bless me with the fruit of your spirit. Patience, kindness, goodness. Need your help. Can't help myself, no. So I say help me, Lord.
Please help me from myself, Lord.
Save me from myself, Lord. Ooh,
I need your help.
help me, Lord. Protect me from myself, Lord. Protect me from myself.
You know, a lot of people say that I talk a lot. They say, Servant David, you talk too much sometimes. Some people say, boy, you talk a lot, you know, but a lot of times he's talking truth. He's talking, what he's saying is right. Some people, it takes a while for them to get what I'm saying or where I'm coming from. I've said things to people and a year later, they come back and they're saying what I was saying was right. But a year ago, they were extremely against it. Caused a lot of contention right here in YouTube streets. Oh, yeah. Those of you who are here and know about it, no, I ain't telling no fib. You know, I remember there was a time, and I've always been straightforward. But there was a time when someone was
with the fruit of your spirit, love, patience, kindness,
on YouTube.
I need your help.
And I was kind of just starting off. I was kind of just starting off. Just kind of starting off in the YouTube. I probably had about 100 and something subscribers, maybe. And I needed help. And this lady that I know, blessed love to you, Mama Charms. I have to call your name because I got to give credit where credit is due. I was at 100 and something views. I mean, not views, subscribers. And she introduced me to some people. She said, you got to come with me. You got to get on this plane. I know you don't like to travel. but you have to get on this plane with me and you have to go over to them. And before she could say it, I said, I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to the Africans because I've been there. I'm there every day and this and that. And the Africans they're rude and blah, 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 blah. And I was making that statement off of a group of certain Africans that were YouTubers and using that group to wrongfully judge others. Good thing I learned from my mistakes. But she said, you have to get on this plane. You have to get on this plane. And no, we're not going to Africa. We're not going to Jamaica. We're going all the way over to the Philippines. I said, the Philippines? She said, yes. Go here. Greet people in the chat. Talk. Meet people. Go to people sincerely. And I said, okay. All right. And she said, there's a specific person over there who I want you to go and see. And you know, I talk too much, so I'm going to say, she told me to go see RR Vlogs. I said, RR Vlogs? Who is it? And I went over there and I'm listening what's going on, and my ears are hurting me. I'm starting to get a migraine. I'm like, this music, I can't, and I can't. She said, David? I said, okay, Mama Charm. Okay, I'll stay. And RR helped me to reach my threshold. And from that day, has never left me. And also introduced me to others. And I said, thank you. Thank you, Mama Charles. And from that day, I myself said, I'm going to help others. And there were times when I didn't have nothing. And I would help others when I was the one who really needed the help. I would get asked, well, why are you doing this when you know? But she also said, be careful of how you speak. Be careful of how you post. I said, be careful of how I post. She said, yeah, I see you on Facebook. I see you on Instagram. I see some of your posts. Althea Taylor, thank you for being here. Rainy day it is indeed. Rainy day it is. She said, you know, we got to be careful and mindful of people when we making posts, when we're doing videos, the type of content and the type of, written text and stuff. And I said, I don't give a rat's. I don't think I have to be careful because I'm only being straightforward and honest. And she said, no, you should be. And I said, no. Posts are made to be made. And if you have a post and you post that post into a group where other individuals are, those individuals who come in contact with that post have the right to respond to that post any way they feel like, whether you like it or anybody else doesn't. Same way like how you made the post. Anyone who likes it, they like it or not, they can skip it, they can read it, or they can comment on it. So do we really need to be careful of the posts that we post, the content that we drop?
Save me from myself.
Once again, I say top of the morning, top of the day, top of the night to you, my sister. Mother's love and elevation. Well, I keep saying that, and this is not the Servant David show. Lord, protect me from myself. But this next topic is about posts. So if I could have about maybe 6 minutes of your time, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Extra, come here all about it. Raw chattings are going and you can't do nothing about it. And dirty man that.
Well, I feel like he should give her back the money and she needs to leave him alone because he's deceitful.
Yeah, pay 2,700.
A good for her because she should not pay no rent in her first place. I'm not supposed to pay the rent and then you help it. So I want to make sure, so I want to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss nothing. Raw chattings. Today, this one is going to be about posts. The different types of posts that get posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and those type of things. You see, when you post something and you put it out there, it's not in a private group or private chat, even if it is in a private group or a private chat, as long as other people are in there, as long as they are in there, they have the right to comment on it however they feel, to comment on it however they believe it to be. Because they are individuals, and you're posting that to individuals. So individuals are going to respond in their individual ways. So again, this one is about posts. This one is going to be about posts. You guys stay tuned, yeah? So today, as I was saying, is going to be about posts. And of course, you know, I am the big mouth, talk too much, troublemaker. But seriously though, I don't mean to start any trouble, but I don't remember where I was. I think I was on Facebook or one of those places, and I saw something. I believe it was Facebook, and it was a post where they posted something about some beers, and they were like, "Oh, it's so cute, and look at these beers." And I comment on it that, you know, yeah, they're cute until
come on, Ralph.
Someone's kid.
I don't know what's wrong with Smokey Jr. Come on, Ralph. We got to make it the Goldilocks house so I can make breakfast for Papa Bear. Come on, Smokey Jr. Come on, Junior.
And
come on, I got to go. Come on. Oh my God, I ain't gonna keep telling you. I gotta go. Papa Bear ain't gonna be mad at me today. I got to go. Y'all better come on. I'm out. I got to go. I got to go. Wait, Mama. Hey, come on, Smokey.
Make a reply.
Come on, here I come.
Always have the right to reply to my post.
These damn humans.
To my reply, the way they
shucks.
And they were saying like I'm
wait for me, Mama. Mama.
I'm gonna let you go. I have a little clip.
Mama.
I have that clip. I have that
damn
clip.
Humans.
I see something wrong with it.
Wait, here I come.
Of the clip I'm talking about.
None of y'all better not sit in my chair neither.
What you think?
Here I come.
that I was wrong for saying what I said. And you guys tell me, if you lived in a neighborhood that was like that, what would you do? Stay tuned.
Come on, Ralph. Come on. You see your sister Sally down here already. Come on, I got to go make dinner for Papa Bear. We going over to Goldilocks' house. Come on, Smokey Jr. Gosh, Lee, you take so long. Come on, baby. But Mama, those humans. Baby, ain't no humans around. We ain't cars right now. We're more afraid of us than we is of them. Girls, come on, I got to go. I can't wait. The Papa Bear ain't gonna be mad at me. I got to go. Come on, y'all. Come on. Here I come, Mama. Come on, Smokey. Here I come. I'm coming. Here I come. Here I come. These doggone humans. Oh, shucks. Mama, wait for me. Wait for me, Mama. What's that? Oh my God. A dog. Oh my God. Mama. You guys. Oh, you left me. I don't believe it. Wait for me, Mama. Here I come. I'm coming. Here I come. You better not eat my food.
So what do you think? I mean, those bears were pretty close, and we all hear about how mother bears can be with their cubs. I don't know. You tell me. But again, about posts. Don't take it to heart if you put something out there and someone responds to however they respond. If they respond disrespectfully, yes, you can correct them on it and you can block them, you can do all of that, but to get personal with them and all of that, I think it's kind of unnecessary because it was put in public for public people who are individuals to respect.
A big mouth.
I'm just saying. But yes. That was a video that was circulating around on Facebook. It actually was here in Connecticut, just not in my town, but it was here in Connecticut, maybe about 3 towns over. We have bears that cross our backyard all the time. The dogs go crazy. I've lost a dog from a bear before, a few years ago. I'm telling you. They think these things are cute. I say execute them. Oh, but they'll be extinct. I didn't say extinct them. I said cut down on them. But if you don't do anything, then they will overtake us, and then you're cutting down their trees, taking away their habitat. Who the cap fit?
Let them wear it. Who the cap fit? Let them wear it. Where is the love to be found, young people? Nowhere around. Well, I woke up Saturday morning.
That is so true, voice.
I'm dirty after work. Took a walk down a riverside.
I've also learned that a lot of women, not every woman, but usually a lot of women, please guys, don't jump on me. I'm only speaking the truth. A lot of women, they want you to tell them the truth. They want the truth. But they just can't handle it.
I walk to every corner.
So they settle for lies. or half-truths.
Am
I right, I say?
And I talk, and I live.
Am I right when I say that most, not all, but most women who get married, when they are getting married, they're late for the wedding? No matter how long ago they planned for the wedding, 5, 2, 3, 4 years ago, whatever, few months ago, whatever, they knew the wedding was coming. They have everything they need, but yet they're late for the wedding. As a chef working for a banquet hall that attends weddings, that caters for weddings, can I please tell some of you women that when you have a wedding and you're also going to have a reception, if you are late for the wedding, you are late for your reception. So if your reception is to be 4 hours, but you were an hour and a half or 2 hours late for your wedding, and when you got to your wedding, you did the wedding. Most weddings are about 2 hours long, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours long, right? I've been married 3 times, I can tell you. So they know the wedding date, but yet they're late. When you are late for your wedding, you now are late for your reception, and your time gets pushed back, or you have to pay extra time if it's available, because there could be another wedding that is scheduled after yours, and we have to set up for that wedding. Time is essential.
I can't take the war and
Am I talking truth here? Is this raw chattings? Is this raw chattings?
Smiling songs.
On this rainy day, can I drop a Gramps Morgan?
Don't you cry.
Can I drop a Gramps Morgan on this rainy day? Rainy day vibes.
All the tears from my eyes in times when the storms and the tides are raging high. We know we shall win, yeah. We know we'll survive, yeah. Jah shall wash away all the tears. Ooh, in this time of destruction.
Tell my little sister, anywhere you are in the world, bless up, bless up, bless up, and protection to you and the family.
Being overheard all of the mountains.
Genius Family Vlogs, anywhere you are in the world, protection to you and the family as well. Sassy Diva, how you doing, girl? My sugar cookie.
Storms and the tides are raging high. We know we shall win.
Brother Wonder, man has love and elevation to you.
Shall wash away all the tears. Yeah. We know we must win the fight.
Well, you know something? That's great. Because, and that's a blessing. And that's why I said some. But the majority of the women are late. And it's not even like they have a change of heart, they have a change of mind. It's none of that at all. None of that.
Storms and the tides are raging high.
remember I attended a wedding,
And we know it.
and the bride was a little late. She was about a half hour late, half hour late, let's say. 25 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that late. But when she arrived, the wedding still could not go on.
No matter what,
She requested that we wait.
what they try,
The wait was because her mom was not yet there, and she is en route to come, leaving an airport to come to the wedding.
and the tides are
A mother of the bride. The day of the wedding is the day you arrive from the airport. Like, come on. I tell you the things I've experienced. True, imagine went to a wedding back in August and it was behind, so the bridge had to, so the bride had to pay 300 euros or 300 pounds to the limousine. Yes, she would have to run to her reception. For real. Real thing. So you know I'm talking the truth. You know I'm talking the truth. Topics that not many talk about right here on Raw Chattings. Right here on Raw Chattings. You know what I call them? Stiff-necked people.
Stiff-necked fools. You think you are cool to deny me for simplicity.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you are gone.
And if you guys are not enjoying what's going on, feel free to hit the thumbs down and leave a thumbs down in the chat.
Yes, you.
But if you are enjoying what's going on, please hit the thumbs up and put a thumbs up in the chat if you're enjoying the vibe so far.
Sun and the moon and the rain and the stars and forever. Yes, erase your fantasy. Yeah. The lips of the righteous keep many, but fools die for want of wisdom.
Some boy do some YouTube sitting. Some boy do some YouTube sitting. Some boy do some YouTube sitting. Them shaky. Them nervous.
The righteous wait is in His holy place. Take your sun and your moon and your rain and your stars and forever. Yes, erase your fantasy.
sitting in the morning sun and watching all the birds passing by. Oh, how sweet they sing, and oh, how much I wish that I could fly. And I tried. I said I tried.
That's true.
I tried. I really tried.
And I got something here that I want you guys to hear from. Have any of you ever heard of Mutabaruka? Mutabaruka, another truthful man who speaks a lot of truthful stuff that pinches a lot of thin-skinned people. Well, I got a little message from him that I want you guys to listen to. So please get the earwax out of your ears. Please pay attention. If you can limit the chat I mean, you can talk, you can type, but try your best to pay as much attention to what he got to say, because it's well needed to be said and heard.
Oh Lord, I try.
Not because it's culture, it doesn't mean it's right.
Really try, but I got to pick myself up and dust myself off.
Haile Selassie. Now, what if I youth right now I declare themselves Rasta? But just like the Marcus Garvey situation, a whole heap of them don't really take up no book and study about Haile Selassie. What them do is take up the Bible. The Bible is not a history book of Haile Selassie. The Bible don't show you the works and the situations that Haile Selassie find himself in and or maneuver himself out of it. When a man tell you, say, Haile Selassie say, and then him quote the Bible, that is some Christian mindset. You need to get the autobiography of Haile Selassie, volume 1 and volume 2, and the selected speeches of Haile Selassie to find out what Haile Selassie say. Because if you cannot quote something that Haile Selassie say, and every time you quote something that you claim say Haile Selassie said, you are quoting a Psalms or you are quoting something from the New Testament, then trust me, you don't reach nowhere. There's so much things to know about Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie was born Tafari Makonnen, 1892 on the 23rd of July by a man named Ras Makonnen and Yeshima Bet Ali, his mother. Yeshima Bet Ali, not much is known about her because what happened, she died when he was about 2 years old. But him got through. The name Haile Selassie was given to him at birth. The name Tafari Makonnen was given to him by his parents. But as you know, when you're into a certain orthodoxy church, them give you a name coming from the church. Like when I did born, my mother came and go a Roman Catholic church and give me a Roman Catholic church name, which we don't use. It will be on my birth certificate. But Haile Selassie has become a figure to be reckoned with because of the Rastafari movement outside of Ethiopia. When Haile Selassie started to rule Ethiopia, he was about 14-year-old. 14, as Lidj Tafari Makonnen. And then he become Rastafari Makonnen. Ras is a title in Ethiopia. Ras, title. Tafari mean one to be feared. That is what Tafari mean. And in that time, when Menelik defeated the Italian army at the Battle of Adwa, and him start to rule and him start to get sick, him didn't need a person to take over from him. And him designated a woman by the name of Zadito, translated mean Judith. And she ruled as Empress of Ethiopia. Meanwhile, Rastafari was what we call king, not king of kings, king of Ethiopia. And he was the one who was doing the everyday work in Ethiopia until she died. And when she died, he was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie I, King of Kings, conquering Lion of Judah, elect of God. This is not Rasta pronouncing these things. This is something of the Ethiopian tradition. because the Ethiopians actually believe that their emperor is descended from Solomon and a woman by the name of Makeda. Makeda was the queen of Seba out of Yemen when Ethiopia empire stretched even into Yemen. We must know all these things because it can help to strengthen how you view and how you see and how you recognize yourself. If he is a rat, not just running out around the place and smoking ganja and talking about Jah Rastafari, that is nothing. That is nothing. When Tafari Makonnen go up on the throne, them start using him original name. Haile Selassie the first. The reason why them say Haile Selassie the first is because he was the first emperor that named Haile Selassie on the throne. It's like you have Queen Elizabeth II. The reason why she named Queen Elizabeth II is because he didn't have a queen named Queen Elizabeth I. And when we look at the history of Ethiopia, and how Ethiopia fight against colonialism, against Italian invasion, and in 1935 when Haile Selassie went to the League of Nations to plead the cause of his people, when the Italians started the second time invaded, him asked the League of Nations, which was now, when them call it United Nations now, what must I go back and tell my defenseless people? You have struck the match in Ethiopia and it shall burn you up. Haile Selassie, people say, if the world had listened to that little man, World War II might have never begun. In the book, Great Men of Color, by J.A. Rogers, who was a Jamaican, Volume 1, him say, when him recognize and look at Haile Selassie, him say, behold the perfect man. Not me say, go and look, go read J.A. Rogers. So when we say Haile Selassie, it's not something where we just raffle and pick it out our box. It's something that the Rastafari think deeply about, consciously, even though them say we are idiots. Because we don't believe in no spirit God. We believe in a life as we see it. The natural order come from nature, and them can't destroy that. Instead of them destroy nature, nature going to destroy them. Because all this climate, this and environmental, this, it's just man try to survive in a climate where him perpetuate and him put into practice. So when them say, why man, the world are going to destroy, the earth have a way to just gobble up things and put it out back. I'm still there. But man, I don't know how long I'm going to go there. Just like how man say God create man in his own image. Now we say man create AI in his own image. And just like how...
Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your time. As we go further down into this rainy day vibes, I hope you guys enjoyed so far. Thank you for your presence.
I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. Neither are you here to live up to mine. Yeah. I don't owe no one no obligation. No one owes me none, so everything is fine. Fine. I said I am that I am. I am. I am.
Now in comes the musical thing from the King's Offspring. Yes, sure. Some people you're right, and them still choose to show you hate. Sure.
From them out there, yo. From them I play bad, yo. Hey, them a backbiters. Hypocritical to stylers. We call them modern day.
Now in comes the musical thing from the King's Offspring. Jesse Rock.
Some people you right, and them still choose to show you hate. From them out there, yo. From them I play bad, yo. Hey, them a backbiters. Hypocritical to stylers.
They call them modern day Judas.
The spreaders of
rumors.
Oh, them a backbiters. Hypocritical to
Silas.
We call them modern day Jews.
I got something that I also want you guys to listen to. But I don't just want you guys to listen to it. I want you guys to also participate in talking about it. To those of you who may have your husband, your baby father, your boyfriend, your Joe Grind, or your Jane Grind. Yeah, I said Jane Grind. Came out of my dictionary. But for those of you who have someone in your life like that, do you, let me ask you, would you feel comfortable? Could you
let you down, reward for your work?
Could you go 24 hours
not even the dog
with your other person's or your special person's phone?
The right side and down to be in the right.
So would you be able to swap phones without changing the phone number, without transferring the phone number to ring to a different phone or anything like that, because it's possible? Just give your husband, your boyfriend, or whoever you're messing with like that, your phone for 24 hours, and you take theirs for 24 hours. Could you do it? Robert, would you feel comfortable giving your phone? I think I'm gonna start some trouble in here today, you know. Hey, I saw. Robert, would you be comfortable giving your phone to your woman and you taking your woman's phone for 24 hours? They can't be around you. They can't be like looking over your shoulder, looking what you're doing. They can't be. You can't be looking over their shoulder, looking what they're doing. I see voice out say easily I could. Easily, she says she could, and that is a blessing.
Modern day, and I don't trust no politician.
Voice out says easily.
Hallelujah.
So, my next question is, since Voice Out already answered, I know what her answer would be for this. But if you don't feel too comfortable, like, would you even feel comfortable with your spouse or your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, your baby father, your baby mama, having the code to your tablet, to your phone, to your Instagram?
Best friends are gone and it's only.
Are you comfortable sharing passwords? Passwords with that person you're with? Could you share a password to your phone? Could you share your bank card password? Vybz with K says, yes, I can do that for 1 year, but I don't know about my partner. Which is true. We don't know.
So make we sing together.
We don't know.
And every man got this struggle. I beg you.
So you wouldn't feel bad sharing your phone or sharing
Everybody wanna feel like free.
your passcode. We don't need to do all that if there is a trust. Trust.
Everybody wanna feel like free.
I would say understanding, because God said trust no one. So if you trust, don't feel bad if your trust is broken. We're all chatting. But if you have that much trust, who said that? I believe that was, we don't need to do it. Kay said that. So Kay, you trust your husband or baby father that much with that. And that's a good thing. That's a blessing. And let's say he trusts you even equally. That's a double blessing. Mutual respect and understanding. So with you guys having a mutual respect and understanding and a love for one another, you've been together how many years it's been? And you guys go on a trip somewhere. And you're traveling. You have your suitcases and everything, and you end up getting to a hotel and you realize that either you or him does not have your toothbrush. One of you left your toothbrush.
Everybody wanna feel.
One of you left your toothbrush. That's right, trust can be broken. That's right, trust can be broken. But one of you left your toothbrush. And you're far away from home. You don't really know the area like that, and everywhere that you just drove past anyways is closed. Would you share your toothbrush with your partner? You guys, come on now. You guys tongue kiss and all of that. He has his tongue all the way down your throat. Some of you are into oral sex, so you're pushing the thing in your mouth and you're eating up all of that stuff down there. That's your husband, that's your wife. We're all chattings. You're eating the plums and you're licking the lollipop. Sometimes a little bit more than just licking it. You guys do that, or you don't do that. But you tongue kiss and you do all of that other stuff, and you've been together for years. Would you share a toothbrush? Would you get mad if you saw your husband using your toothbrush? You walking in the bathroom and you see it's your pink toothbrush that he has, or vice versa. Would you get mad if you see her using your toothbrush? Could you share your partner's toothbrush? Topics that not many talk about right here on Raw Chattings.
It was 1972, my mom and pop
Papa brought me through. Back then I was.
What would you do? Could you? But not all the time. Sorry, you're silly. Not all the time, only sometime.
Back then I was the favorite, so they say. Even though he was waiting for his time,
Okay.
I knew every nest on the line. He knew that Peter Tosh was fly.
And that one time.
Fast forward
I like
to 1981, my dad moved on, and so did I. Inside, I kept the songs alive. So they say, I'm an old soul, living in the body of a 9-year-old. Yes, I've been here before.
I'm a lone soul.
Tribute to
And says, I don't like sharing toothbrush and roll-ons and stuff like that.
It's now 99.
Somebody knock David back there.
Played some songs from Mama Ritz. UB40 was on the thing. I can't forget that holiday. Marvin Gaye stole her heart away, and I had to learn the hard way. She'll always be a part of it.
Somebody knock my back for me.
I met that Mary Jane, old legends reincarnated soul. Living in the body of a 12-year-old. Yes, I've been here before.
Hope you guys enjoying the vibes.
I'm an old soul.
This is the last week in September, guys. You know what that means, right? By now you should.
Legacy lives on. I'm an old soul.
Well, let's hear what some others think about sharing passwords.
If you don't share your password with your significant other, does that automatically mean you're hiding something?
No. Listen, sharing passwords to anything is 100% hell no. No, just don't do it. It's not even a question. No, we're all individuals. We all deserve our privacy. If you can't trust someone, then you shouldn't be with them.
Yeah. I thought I heard somebody hear people slipping into their DMs. People reacted to it. But no, I wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary. I think, it seems a little childish to be like, you have mine, I have yours, or, some type of lack of trust. And I did kind of go through that phase with my boyfriend where I was like, I think I should have your information, But
was it because you thought he was sneaky?
Yeah, we was having a moment, and I don't mind to admit that. Like, I had a moment where I was like, a little too many googly eyes in these comments. Maybe I need to see what's going on. But to me, that I had to check myself that was an indication that maybe we needed to have a communication conversation as opposed to a conversation about passwords.
Right. Being sneaky like that is never sexy, you guys. Insecurity is never sexy. That is going to turn it off immediately.
Okay, come on, Jay.
I'm going to be a little bit different. Personally, for me, I love the freedom of knowing that I'm not doing anything. So anybody I date can see my phone. They know the password to my phone. If they need something, God forbid something happens. And I've never asked for passwords because if I got to a place where I was asking for your password, we'd be having a whole separate conversation way before that happened. Yeah. So I would be gone. If I'm feeling insecure in the relationship, something is not right. Yep. Wow. I don't even need your password. It's a bigger issue than that.
Wow.
Yes.
My wife has all of my passcodes to everything.
Yeah.
And I got all of her passcodes to everything. I'm not saying that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I do think that people should have some individuality. The only thing that we're not allowed to do with each other is I can't go into her personal bank account. I can't ask questions about it, and she can't go into mine. But my phone, I agree with Jillian because I'm at a level in my life, I'm old and all. So
Look, my phone stay on the counter,
Yeah.
downstairs.
Same.
Baby, your phone ringing. Answer that for me.
Yep.
She can answer my phone, I answer her phone. Steve, give me your code. Let me show you something. All right, baby. Because that's where we at now.
Thing is when you snoop, like either you find what you're looking for, or if you're letting him know you're going through all these things, you just teach him how to be more conniving.
And I think we sabotage ourselves when we do things like that anyway. The DMs are shady. I mean, that's why it says it goes down in the DMs.
I had a lot of shady stuff in there.
Yeah.
Lot of, you know, what you want to do. I know you say you love her. No. I really do. I really do love my girl. Man. I really do. I really do love her. I really do. Yeah, I ain't playing. Plus, you know, I'm 62.
Yeah.
I messed around and got too close to the gate now. You know. I done lived longer than I got left. I know that. I ain't got 62 more years. I mess around, man. I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna go to heaven. That's why I'm just trying to get there now on purpose. Like if I'd have went to heaven before, it would have been by accident. Like I'm actually trying to go on
That's
purpose.
That's the name of the new book. Heaven on purpose.
Heaven on purpose. That's what you ain't, girl. You better give me that. My new book is gonna be called Heaven on Purpose.
There you go.
Kingston, be warrior. Kingston, free up your mind. Kingston, just be warrior. Kingston, free up the eye. Yeah.
When the city I go click clack blow your bed, government fingers and tic-tac toes in it. And while they're working on the X's and O's, I'm living eye and eye like a Mr. Kamosi. No surprise when they sending foes to me. Opposite are when plain clothes approaching me. Follow the rules is what they propose to me. Selling their souls for what is old, you see. Nothing is old, nothing is promised. Never know the government would have run up in on them garrison. Without no sorry, without excuse. Soldier money in them lorry, everybody gets abused. And everybody have them views now. The media is owned, so know where you get your news from. And they blood up on them shoes now. When them walk in the trace, look them hard in them face and say,
Kingston, be warrior. Kingston, free up your mind. Kingston, just be warrior.
Oh. No matter how life goes, one thing I know, the Most I never fail. The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open up your eyes. Wake up, no compromise. Come make we slow the beast in a disguise. The fittest of the fittest shall survive.
Losing her. I'm gonna call it.
No, wait.
No matter how life goes, one thing I know.
Losing her. I'm gonna call it.
No matter how life goes, One thing I know, the most I never fail. The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open up your eyes. Wake up, no compromise. Come make we slow the beast in a disguise. The fittest of the fittest shall survive. My people, open up your eyes. Wake up, no compromise. Come make we slow the devil in a disguise. When iniquity fills up the earth, beyond the God, look out for the worst. Plagues and disasters, mama, she a purge. Life could be taken, many will be hurt. Precious blood has saturated the dirt. Woe unto woman in this time will give birth. The whole nation living in a curse, moving backwards, stuck in reverse. Still life is a beauty to behold. Look at the prophecy slowly unfold. The earth is yours, but Lucifer of the world. Man heart is wicked, cruel and cold. Put the dollar brothers sell out them soul. Penny blunder and end up in a hole. Mystery Babylon have them under control. Israel have an host 10,000 brave and bold. At Jerusalem school, that is where our enroll. Suited in armor can never erode. Positivity shall always be my God. Ticking like a bomb, ready to explode. We want more love. We got to show love. Queen Omega says show love. Yo, some of them ain't got no love. No love. No love in them hearts. Me see them dark. No love in this world. Many lose them soul under mind control. Some of them leaders got no love. No love. No love in them hearts. Me see them dark. No love at all. That's why this wicked system it have to fall. You cannot lead if you're not dealing righteousness. Equality for the people wants peace and justice. Freedom of choices and the right to take a stand against the great deception played upon the nation. And me not need the glasses for see that them don't care them what they kill me ambition and spoil me career. Look how them poison the atmosphere with all them hatred and greed, injustice and fear. Cause them got no love, no love, no love in them heart.
Losing her. I'm gonna call it.
No, wait. We got a pulse.
Yes, I was afraid. I was terrified. No one knows what I really been through, but God stayed by my side. Been through the darkest road every day. I mean, if you thank God, say me still alive. Haters feel again because me overcome every obstacle we coming on me life. Well, enough of them, I look for see me flop and my shop. Come and drop down in this, me get back up and stand up. God, they on my side in the times when it rough. Come and stand up in this, up in this, up in this. Them call up me name and mix up my name and tell I what a thing. Them never know if me dead or alive, but yes, the news I bring. Never scaring on me chest, we prove I got me worshipping. So me dash me whole life bringing a new beginning. Me see the enemy a pray when them see the new me. My new life at this them envy. Sit down and a chat and them a worry about me. Living in my new life and no see nobody. Oh, no matter what them can't depress me. Them like
Joey, how you doing? You're still here? You're still here with us, girl? Did I startle you?
No matter what them can't depress me. Them don't like me through them see God a bless me. All what them a thought them can't address me. Cause me see me new life success caress me.
As we go further down into this rainy day vibes.
LA's fine sunshine most of the time.
I got a very hot topic coming up right after this pretty soon. So stay tuned. Don't go too far.
I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy who's born and raised.
Nowadays, between two shores.
LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home,
but it ain't mine no more. Mm-hmm.
I am myself to no one else, and no one heard at all.
You know, I feel grateful. I feel so grateful for people like Bless Mom. I feel grateful for people like Less Incentive. I feel blessed to have people in my life like Latoya Daly, EK, Mama Charm. So many. It's so many to name. So many to name. I thank God the day that I met each and every single one of you, and I don't just randomly say that. Each and every one of you have come in contact with me in a complete different way than anyone else has. So any contact that I have with you, Bless Mom, will be different from the contact that I have with, let's say, Less Incentive.
I've got this emptiness deep inside, and it won't let me.
The same connection that I have with Less Incentive, I'm not gonna have with Vybz K, because the Vybz K vibes that I have for her, no one else can have that. Ain't that right, Vybz K? I know you said don't ask you any more questions, but ain't that right? Ain't that right? I thank God for people like D. Sassy Diva, Daniel TV Comedy. I thank God for Rest Their Souls Yard Boss. I thank God for It's Officially Dion. I thank God for people like them. It's not often that I get the chance to say. You know, there's a special love in my heart. I love you all. I love each and every one of you. Please, you know that. But there's a love that I have in my heart that only belongs to Love Ice. Some of you don't even know some of these people I'm talking, some of these people I'm calling. And it doesn't matter if you know them or not. I'm just making a point. Did you get it? And in case you didn't get the point that I'm making, maybe this song I can dedicate to you, and you'll get the point. Thank you for coming in contact with me. I thank God for each and every one of you. Can I dedicate this song to you? There's a place for you.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind
who takes the time like Bless Mom does,
there's a place
for people like you.
If you stand up for those down on their knees, and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way.
While rich, there's a place for people like you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break,
if you're the kind who takes the time
to help a stranger in the rain,
like Voice Out,
there's a place
for people like you. You can drop as many emojis as you want to, girl. There is no nightbot over here.
and lend a voice to those who cannot.
There's no nightbot over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As I dedicate this song to each and every one of you underneath the sound of my voice right now.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try
to fix more than you break, if you're the kind like
takes the time to help a stranger in the rain,
well, there's a place for people like you, voice out.
people like you.
There's a place for you too, Imelda.
Stand up for those down on their knees.
Julie.
And lend a voice to those who cannot speak.
There's a place for all of us.
If you shine a little light, give sight
to the ones who've lost their way. Mom, there's a place for people like you.
For people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold.
And when you get there,
there's a hand to hold.
I believe
when your day's down
here through,
there's a place
up there for people like you.
If you walk around
with your heart on your sleeve,
and if you're trying to be the change
that you wanna see,
if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved,
there's a place for people like you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Voice out.
And when you get there,
there's a hand to hold. Monia, I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place for people like you, Monia. Nana Foodies! I know you're out there. I know you're out there somewhere. Even if you're not here, people like you deserve the credit when credit is due. So Nana Foodies, on behalf of everything you've done for everyone that you done it for, I thank you. Thank you.
I heard up there the streets are made of gold.
May determine God bless.
And when you get there,
Robert Lifestyle, Adonis, Karen Yardstyle.
Down here all through you,
there's a place.
There's a place up there for people like you.
Good morning, Jamaica. And good morning to the world. All the while I'm telling you, say, today for me, tomorrow for now, on the laugh. So everyone, let me see, I post out there and I go and like say, when I ridicule and afraid of Jamaica when I talk out phone and I talk out for all who they can't talk to themselves because enough fun lock up behind closed door and because I'm so rich and someone have so much nice friends. When I know how to feel inside, but I can't say because we don't want to offend anybody. We don't have to offend anybody, we can't tell it to you like it is. Bridges of the Disaster, Risk Management Act, 10,000 or 30 days in prison. The government of Jamaica only going to 10,000 one time. And himself on a breach of Disaster Management Act, he's going to fine for $10,000 or 30 days in prison. That is oppression and tyranny. Resisting arrest, 2,000 or 10 days in prison. Oppression and tyranny. I don't think the law enforcement of Jamaica, Jamaican people friend. On our citizen, on our own brother, on our own uncle, on our own father, and we take this job to protect and serve Jamaica, but not protect and serve politicians and political interests. Right? When since we cannot speak out against the way we feel without risk of you pressuring we. Now, the Jamaican Constitution does not allow the government of Jamaica to use the office of the Prime Minister or any other office to oppress and pressure any citizen at all.
You Jamaicans better wake up before them come kick off on the door 1-1 and do like what you see them do all over the place. Let me continue. So what can I hear? Indecent language. 1,010 days in prison. And them come again and say additional fine of 10,010 days in prison. You're sergeant police officer. But I notice a trend. I notice everybody who come out in a Jamaican vent the way them feel. Either the Jamaican populace come down upon them like we're supposed to be sheep. We're supposed to. So if the Prime Minister, everybody so must go yam shit. We're supposed to go up there and line up and eat it. Hold on, people. Hold on. Put on your thinking caps. And all the way are fooling. Not because you go you when you go to some place make you smarter than we know. No guy can't tell you how to live. I'm not coming in a bag of bullshit like this is a whole lot of fool. Remember, are we voting in? Only supposed to run the country for we. Don't go like you don't want to switch it on we. Can't bring switch it on Jamaican people, you know. And have the people them thinking that they work for politicians. No! Politicians work for the country as fiduciaries of this great corporation to ensure that they do the job of the office that they are elected to do. Do not use the office of the Prime Minister or the office of whichever politician it is to pressure the citizens. You are creating tyranny. You are tyrannical. I'm not thief too. Because enough money I get and don't get Jamaican people now. In the 10,000 can feed Jamaican people and lock up the whole island. Everybody locked down on the house and nobody don't want to talk because them are not friend. Me no want no friend, I don't want no friend. I want to free the people. And make the people them live and stop this tyranny want to deal with. On pushing Jamaica people to the brink. And nobody don't want to tell them because I'm afraid I don't know why. Because I don't have the death squad them around there. We're not afraid for death, they've been killing us, on the murder we, on the torture we, on the robbery. So I'm going to can do to it. No, not like we're going to try to make extinct. It's crazy. Free the people and man, I use some common sense. I mean, and stop being so damn reactive. Everybody just reactive. Why? I want to tell you about shot and no, take no shot. I want to try fool boy. Yeah. Here we have a go on. We want to see uno take what uno try give my people and protect. Because when the people of Jamaica start dead, you can't tell them nothing, you know. If you can't tell me that when Jamaican people start dead, think about that.
Manners, love, and elevation to you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. And Toy, how you doing? How you doing, my sister? Welcome to Rainy Day Vibes. You're just in time, Toy, for a very, very, very hot topic. Right after this, a very, very hot topic. It's been hot topics all along, about 2 hours now. But thank you for being here. A kiss for you right on your forehead, girl. Love you much.
Yeah. Once upon a time, not long ago, as a little boy would sit on the porch and talk to my mother. How many of you talk to your mother sometime? We would talk about how I was going to be famous one day, how I was going to be real famous and buy houses, cars, and do a lot of sweet things for her. And oh, I remember those days and I'll never forget it. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at me now, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I was born. Oh, I was born. I was born, yeah. Oh,
Toy, once again, I want to say thank you for being here, girl. Thank you so much.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Just like the river I've been running
ever since.
It's been a
long time
coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die.
Cause I don't know.
Cause I don't know what's up there.
Mm. But it's been a long time.
It's been a long
Time coming.
long time coming, but I know
A change is gonna come.
oh, yes it will.
Do you believe that?
I go to the movies and I go downtown, and all I can hear them telling me is, boy,
Don't you hang around.
it's been a long,
You guys ready for the next topic? You guys ready for the next topic? Some of you probably heard some of this already. And maybe this is your first time hearing it. But it's so nice, I had to play it twice. So as we go into the next topic, modern day women.
listen, I say to my brother, I say,
Modern day women.
brother, help me please.
I got something I want you guys to listen to, yeah? Toy Toy, I look forward to your opinion on this topic here. Just sit back, listen, and type as you go along in the chat about this topic. Let's have a discussion on it, yeah. This next topic coming up.
By the grace of God, I can stand on
Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
It's been a long,
Very interesting.
long time coming, but I know
Thank you again, Toy Toy.
change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Why would we expect them to forsake their mating strategy? Why would we expect them to forsake their mating strategy, which is to spread their seed? Why would we expect them to forsake their mating strategy, which is to spread their seed? Why would we expect them to forsake their mating strategy, which is to spread their seed?
But then,
so isn't that kind of an unfair deal for men?
So then then why would you stay with that person and cheat if the woman's not giving you the youth and whatever, why keep her there and cheat on her when you can just leave and be with the youth that you want? That's my thing. Like, I don't understand.
You could, but I'm saying, well, is it fair that women expect it over a certain age? That's the question. Because you give your best years to someone else.
So she's talking about going into a new relationship.
Yeah, I know, but if you go into a new relationship and say this is the car and the car has been used for the last 15 years.
We don't have expired dates, honestly speaking. Like, who said that we gave our best to someone else? I don't even know my maximum or my best. Probably I never done to no one my best because I don't know. I give, honestly, I loved someone before. I don't know if I get the maximum I can. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to find tomorrow a man I'm going to give actually the best of myself. Who said that I already gave to someone else?
It's about what they think's the best. It's not about you because you're not the one buying. So the guys
think is the best.
Men, yes, what they think is
but
the best.
men
Men from the ages of 20 to 80 all think that girls are the most attractive around 22 to 24.
Okay, but like this is a man that cannot stand on his own. Like honestly, because if you honestly think that
he can't stand on his own,
because like they actually mind about what other people think. Because if you're telling me that after like
you're shaming men for their standards. That's shame. It's shame, insult, guilt need to be right.
No, that's just my point of view. I'm saying that I don't have an expired date. That doesn't mean that after, because I had 6-year relationship, I gave my best to someone. No, like if a man think this, it means that he's not that confident to like get my best. Because if you are a proper man, you're gonna get my best.
But see, that's shame. If you're saying like,
I'm not shaming.
No.
I just don't want it.
I'll tell you why. Because you're saying if you're a real man, if you're a proper man, then you would think like me. But that's shaming men for what they want.
It doesn't have to think like me. I just don't want a man that think in this way. Just give me alone. Do you know what I mean? I want a man that it comes with confidence. Say, I'm gonna get the best of you. Point. Like I'm not aspiring like just because I'm 30 or. Yeah.
Do you think you determine what the best years are, or do you think they determine what the best years are?
I think we pick each other. We should actually pick the best for us. Me and the man also.
Okay. What do you think?
I think it depends on the situation. It depends on your ages, where you're at in your life. Obviously, men prefer younger women. So, what age ranges are we saying are their best years?
I mean, it's different for. I didn't say an age. Yeah. So you could say 40, you could say 45, you could say 35, you could say 30. That's I don't tell the men what to think. So
if they're 40 or they're 45, on average, men prefer younger women and women prefer older. Men. So I'm guessing the man is older. So why wouldn't she expect monogamy? Like, is he going to go younger than the 40?
I'm saying, isn't that a unfair deal for men because he's not getting the things that men value?
It depends on the age. So say you're 50 and you're going out with a 40-year-old. Like, what more do you want, bro? Like, do you know what I mean?
It's a 35-year-old.
Yeah. You should have went for a 30-year-old. So why did you go for the 40? That's the point.
That's why I said it depends on the age.
But the question, so the reason I asked this is because I think a lot of women would have better results if they took that off the table. But they think they're a higher value than they are because they're selling the same price they had at 22 that they are asking for at 35, 45, even though they're on sale, they're on discount because you're not as sorry.
Now you're degrading women, saying women their value is they're getting less value as they get older.
In the sexual marketplace,
you're getting more wise and more wisdom and all that sort of an experience. You're in everything. You're evolving and becoming a better woman.
Because you're telling men what to think.
I'm not telling. No. I'm saying in this room. I'm talking about now.
She can't even say it with a straight face.
No. I'm saying that
you're saying value me for my experience, but like they don't want that. They don't care.
You just said that your value is dropping
in the sexual marketplace. Yes.
Well, sex isn't all that you bring as a woman. You bring more things to you bring more things than just sex. If it's just sex, then go have.
Do you want to marry someone you can't have sex with?
No.
Do you want to marry someone you can't have sex with? Do you want to marry?
Hell no. Sex is a big part.
It starts with sex.
Sex is a big part.
For women, not for men. Okay, like how big is sex to you in a relationship?
Well, it will keep me in a relationship.
No, honestly, like one question, do you best sex with like 18, 20 years old girl or with a 30, 35, 40 women?
I don't really tend to rate sex like that. When I go into sex,
no, because we're saying that we're dropping by age. So I'm just asking from your point of view. Just I'm not saying to just
what she's saying is about men as a collective.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
What she's saying is correct.
Speaking to the mic, my bro.
Yeah, and what she is saying is correct because when women get to a certain age, men do see them as less valuable.
Yeah, why? I'm asking why. Because they had,
like I said, youth purity. You automatically see a younger girl. She looks younger. She looks more attractive. You think that, you hope that has less mileage than an older woman. So naturally, your first thought is, I'm dealing with someone who hasn't been run through, who doesn't have a higher mileage.
Her face moves. There's no like Botox foreheads.
Right.
So all of this now, is it about going into new relationships? That's the point I'm trying to get to.
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about?
So the point is, okay, if you're coming to a guy over a certain age, is it fair to expect monogamy when you gave your best years to someone else? Is that a fair deal? Is that a fair deal for men to be monogamous to you when some other guy got your best years?
It's unfair to assume that a woman's given all her best years to someone else.
Exactly.
That's my answer.
But you're telling men what to value.
No, I'm not telling men. I'm saying it's unfair to assume that a woman has given her best to someone else.
Okay, so that's like going up to guys and they're saying, hey, I like 22-year-olds, maybe 27, 22 to 27. That's what I think's the best. And then you're going up to guys and saying, well, that's not my best years. I think my best years are 30. When they're like, not really.
When you say best, what do you mean?
The most valuable. The most valuable.
But valuable in what way?
In the market wants it the most.
Okay, so are you talking about bearing children or
bearing children? The way
looking younger,
bearing children, the way you look, less bodies.
But if
everything.
someone is 40 and she's had less bodies than a 20-year-old, and she looks younger than the 20-year-old, who's more valuable then?
Again,
because you're looking for an extreme extent.
No,
Show me one 40-year-old that looks younger than a 20-year-old.
I'm 35.
Yeah,
I look
she
younger
doesn't
than
look
my
35,
niece.
You don't look
honestly
20.
speaking.
You don't look 20.
Honestly,
I
come
never
on
said
now.
20.
Yeah,
Let's
give you 30. So like 20. No.
Okay, that's from you.
One mic.
But I'm saying, in general, people don't believe me when I say my age. So if a woman like myself who doesn't look her age, whose body count is lower than a younger person who's been run through, as you're saying, would that mean that I'm less valuable or more valuable than a younger girl who looks older than me and has had more bodies?
In the marketplace, you would fall into an exception. You would find that men are extremely surprised, potentially to the point they probably may not believe you. But if we're talking about a collective, most women will tell you that from 18 to 25, they got the most attention from men. And after those years, it dwindled. And that is the point she's making. What she's making is when you get to a certain age, you become less desirable.
I can't relate.
Because you're not a man.
You wouldn't relate because you're not. Yeah, because you're not.
But you are the exception, and that's why it's blowing your mind.
Well, but even at 35,
exceptions.
90% of your eggs are gone by 30. So if a guy, but no,
why does that matter?
But I don't.
Because we
does it come down to your
want to bear children. We want a legacy.
Because okay.
No, but
I was talking and you interrupted me. I said 90% of your eggs are gone by 30. So if a guy's looking for a wife, he wants someone that can give him kids. So you're less valuable because you are less likely to give him kids, and you are more likely to lie about your body count. So you could say, "Oh, I have a low body count," but the guy's not going to believe you. He's like 35. You've been in the streets for 15 years. Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't see the sense in lying, but I'm speaking like I said, I'm the exception or whatever. My eggs dwindling after 30. I think that's really awful to say that a woman's value is less because her eggs.
I said in the sexual marketplace.
Okay, well, in the sexual marketplace, a woman's value is less because her eggs, whatever, because someone could be 18 or could be diagnosed with an illness and they can't have kids ever. Or there's probably women that don't even want to have children and they're living their best life.
Okay, but when you're arguing the extremes, that means you are, because you don't have a good argument, because that's not the rule. And you know,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying it's a bit odd to
go ahead. Yeah, can I just say that? I don't know why women just don't get it. Because
it is because
at 35, right, you can be looking good at 35 and you can get with a man at 35 and say you're going to get with this man, you're going to have a 5-year relationship with him and then start having kids. Think about you're 35, you're going to start having kids at 40. It's not going to be the same as somebody who is 20 being with that man for 5 years and having children. It doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't matter about your body, because you can't beat biology. That's what's going to happen.
No, but see, this again, like what you're saying, Andy, is a great point. It's like women don't get it. And the facts are, it's like women can come out and say, I want someone who's 6 foot plus tall, that drives a nice German car, that makes X amount of money.
I told you it was an interesting topic, huh? A short, interesting topic. What do you guys think about that? What are your views on that, huh? What are your views on that? Do you think that the older men, they are more interested in the younger women, and the younger women are more interested in the older men? Is that true? Is that true? I got another very, very hot, interesting topic coming up. A very interesting topic. A lot of you guys say all men think about is sex, dugu dugu, the nasty, knocking the boots. A lot of you, Vybz. Bless is leaving. Is she? Bless. Is that K? Bless just is dead with us. She's ignoring. Bye, Bless. Oh, she's just saying bye, girl. Whatever. But a lot of you say that, you know, men, all we think about is sex. The only thing that is on our mind is dugu. And men just can't keep their things in their pants. I could be doing exercises and my boyfriend he just won't behave himself, some of you say. You say we want it all the time, even when we don't want it. Some of you say, I give it to him, I give it to him, I give it to him, I give it to him till I just give it to him. I love getting it too, but I give it to him. And he just loves it so much that he goes out and even gets some more from somewhere else. You guys ever wonder why dugu is on the mind of a man most of the time? There's a scientific reason why. And in just a small moment, I'm going to have it broken down to you. Are you ready for truth? Can you handle the truth? Raw chattings.
I hear I get you dead. Yeah.
The number one need of a male, write this down, is sex. Write that down. You need to know that. The number one need of a male is sex. I didn't say the number one need of a man, because a man is spirit. A man needs God. But the number one need of a male is sex. Why? Because the male is designed by God to be a progenerator. That means a male is always full of seed. His purpose in life is to provide seed. That's why every male right now is carrying 500 million sperms in his loins right now. He's a seed carrier. So his number one purpose in life is to provide the genes or the generations or the generations, the genes for the generations. So a male is designed by God to produce generations. That's why when God wanted to create a nation, he never went to a woman, he went to a man, because a man carries the generations. He said, Abraham, a nation shall come from you, and Sarah will incubate the nation. So the man needs sex. The man doesn't want sex, he needs sex. Say he needs it.
He needs it.
Men don't want sex, they need sex. A need is something that helps you function. A car doesn't want gasoline, it needs gasoline. If you don't have gasoline in the car, it stops functioning. A need is not a want. Men do not want sex. They need sex. Don't look at me so funny, lady. Say hallelujah anyhow. I'm trying to give you some education so you don't get in trouble. Now, because a man, number one need is sex, because he's driven by the divine purpose to produce seed, that's why men have no cycles. A man have no menstruation cycle. He's always ready. All the time, every day, all day, anytime, anywhere. The guy's ready. All the men say, right on. Don't look so quiet.
Right on.
Come on, brothers, help me out here. Help me out here now. So you see, a man ain't got to build up to sex. He's just ready. And he ain't got no cycle. So he's ready even when you are not ready. Creates a problem. Mm-hmm. Now, most women who are married, especially you Christian women, some of y'all think that your husband got a demon. What's wrong with you, man? You had it last night. This morning again? What's wrong with you? And yesterday you had it, the day before. You're sick, man. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to take you to Pastor Matthew and cast out this nymphomaniac demon. You are full of the devil. And so you take your husband down to the office. You make an appointment to see Brother Matthew and say, Pastor, my husband have a demon. He's a nymphomaniac. He won't leave his hands off me. You got to pray for him. Cast the demon out. And Brother Matthew says, I got the same demon. Can I get an amen, brothers?
Amen.
Amen, brother. That ain't no demon. All the men say amen.
Amen.
All the men say leave the demon alone.
Leave the demon alone.
Your husband is not sick. He's normal. And if anybody here want to be too spiritual, any brother want to be too spiritual, if you don't have this same desire, you need prayer. Now, the question is, why is a woman's need not sex? A woman's number one need is not sex. Now, she likes sex. Sex is good for a woman, and she enjoys it. But it's not her motivational need. A woman's number one need is not sex. Write it down. Her number one need is affection. Affection is not sex, brothers. As a matter of fact, sex is the result of affection to a woman. If you give her affection, you'll get your need met. Now, some of you ladies need some help. You go to bed in the night, you got on all this clothes, socks, long mitten dress, tam on your head. You got wrapped up all around your body. The guy got to fight to find something. I mean, you got to stop this. All the men are shouting now, boy. Ladies, you want to be a good wife? Make it easy. Go with nothing on. Say good night, baby. Come on to bed. I'm talking to wives now. If you ain't married, this ain't for you. Some men feel like they are raping their wives. Ladies, you ever wonder why Paul says, your body's not your own? Because sometimes you don't feel like it. The problem is he always feels like it. Now, women have 4 seasons: summer, winter, autumn, and spring. So men, you got to be sensitive. When it's winter, leave her alone. Buy her flowers, kiss her, hug her, but don't touch her. That's winter. You're in the cold, brother. Control yourself. Right, mama? You acting so spiritual now. You know it's true. When it's winter time, baby, you don't want nobody to touch you right now. It's winter. Then there's autumn. Autumn means that things begin to change, begin to warm up a little bit. But you still ain't interested right now. Then spring comes. Spring means everything's coming back to life, baby. You just get it on here. Then summer comes. Oh, it's so hot. She grabs you in the bed. Come on, yeah. And then there's winter again. You out in the cold again. So men, we got to be sensitive. Even though you're ready all the time, she ain't. A good marriage is built on a man who understands sensitivity and a woman who understands the need of a man. Now, I'm going to tell you something, ladies. A man doesn't want sex.
We need
I like what Paul says. Paul says, don't you be spiritual now, ladies. Talking about going on missions. I'm going to fast and pray for 3 weeks. I'm going to just, what? The Bible says, don't you go and fast and pray unless you first ask, not God, but your husband. So you can't tell your husband, the Lord told me to fast. You got to tell God, your husband told you you could. That's what the scriptures teach.
True.
And then the Bible says, and after you finish fasting, after he allows you to go and fast and pray, it says, hurry back to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Sister Mabel in the church will provide what he needs if you don't.
Mm. Mm.
Don't look at me funny. While you out having mission, someone on a mission with your husband. Because he doesn't want it, he needs it. Oh, I got 4 more to give you, but the time's gone. Okay. Let me just close by saying this, ladies and gentlemen. Marriage is an honorable thing, but the bed is undefiled. You keep it pure by understanding the needs.
So do you agree or do you disagree with that? Do you agree or disagree with what you just heard?
A word from the wise, don't try to make life on your own. Remember that Jah just by your side. For I was a soul who was lost.
What do you think about that topic? What is your views?
For among you
I see Toto saying lies, huh?
Guns and ammunition.
Come on, some of you in the bush, just for a moment. I know you enjoyed that topic. What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
For all of the lives that are taken, they can never be replaced. But still, Jaja chose to remember my face. Though I never lived like you wanted, I'm still mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knees. God, Father, you rescued me. I've got the scars to show. I really made it along life's road. Cause when my life got dark, he was the only spark. He was the light at the end of the road. When I was a young boy, growing up in Augustown, we ate from the same pot. We were irons all around. From Gola to Colorado Corner, from Rockers to Jungle 12 Tire, Bryce Hill to Dreadites and River, all around. And then the football ground
became a battlefield,
and my life seemed so surreal.
And I see my little sister is saying, talk about men that drop bush and leave the wife alone. Drop bush.
Would have helped me to stand my.
What is bush? When you said drop bush, don't come correct. This is raw chattings. We can be open over here. When them drop them drawers, when them drop seed, when them bust nothing, you know. What are you talking about? Drop bush, drop seed in a you're sitting.
Made it along life's road.
Bless sister face.
He was the only.
Justice. I don't know. What are you saying, Totoy? Just come straight. It's allowed over here.
Father, you rescued me. Oh yeah. I've lived and I've
learned. I've made mistakes along the way. Just talk about men that drop bush and leave the wife alone.
So take it from me, son.
All I can think of is drop kids, impregnate you, and then leave you alone.
Living proof that crime doesn't pay. For I never.
We can talk about them. They're worthless.
I was mindful of what he taught me. So now I beg.
It's a disgrace.
Cause Father, he rescued
a whole lot of Jamaicans in Jamaica are doing it. A whole lot of Americans in America are doing it.
The light at the end of the road.
And a whole lot of you women are allowing it.
So now I beg and
allowing it. I can understand not wanting to wait to have sex before we get married. You don't want any puss in the bag. You don't want anybody who does not know how to move their hips. I get it. I get it. You don't want someone whose pum is just dry and shallow. She can only take missionary. Backshot, she afraid I. You don't want nobody like that. You don't want nobody like that. I understand. So you want to test the waters before you get married. You are not putting your mouth on anything, says you.
But still, Jaja chose to remember.
You said you're not putting your mouth on anything that is down there.
Like you wanted. I'm still mindful.
You're not putting your mouth there. Well, if you don't, someone else will.
God, Father, you rescued me.
But that's all fine and dandy. You don't want any puss in the bag. Fine, okay. But at least you should know that if you have unprotected sex, it is a great risk that you can end up pregnant.
We ate from the same pot. We were irons all around. From Gola to Colorado Corner.
Why didn't you use a condom until you got married?
To Dreadites and River all around.
I don't care what he promised you. I don't care how sweet it was. I don't care how nice it was. Some of you were smart and you get one child because the man fooled you and it all was this and that and you get one child. But some of you were fooled more than once, more than twice, more than 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6, 7 times.
I was mindful of what he said.
And when you don't marry to none of them,
I'm on my bed.
didn't you learn the first 40 times?
And I
Raw chattings. The men, I am not making excuses for you. What this little man would do things like that? No.
The light at the end of the road.
No. But it was just explained to you why men want the sex so much. Some of you need to take responsibility as well. Some of you, that man who got you pregnant, if you really be honest with yourself, he was a good man. He wasn't perfect, but he was all right. He was a good man. But because he didn't bow to your standards, your needs, your wants all the time, you make it hard for him. And so leave.
So now I beg and plead, I'm on my bending knee.
Leave.
Because Father, he rescued me.
Some of you who may have had arguments with him, and you led him to believe that maybe you were with someone else, even though you were not.
He was the only spark, the light at the end of the
Even though you were not with anyone, you said or you did something to make him think that you were.
So now I beg and plead.
I know when him leave you, he's the bad guy. I'm not saying all, because most men are dogs. Most men are just greedy. They're just selfish. They're just nincompoops. They're just assholes. Plain and simple.
Like he wanted. I was mindful of what he taught me.
Some men are just plain and simple, greedy, selfish assholes.
If you're hungry,
But
yes. If you are your woman,
it goes 2 ways.
yes. And if you are your woman,
Because you could have used a condom.
woke up and look at Baba.
You could have waited until you got married to have kids.
Say to Baba, you can't stay in the yard.
If most had waited until that time, they would not be in many of the situations that they are in now, both men and women. Am I right or wrong? Please tell me. Let's talk about it. And we're almost going on to 3 hours. So I'm just going to get ready to wrap it up in about another 30 minutes or so, yeah?
Soon and very soon, the red sun.
But once again, I want to say manners, love, and elevation to each and every one of you. And I'm going to change up the vibes, especially for my little sister Toy Toy. I got something lined up for you, girl. I got a nice little segment for you.
And how lazy man in both to get us done. Don't you hear me when I say poverty knocking at the door in here?
You say you're not cussing today, the day after Sunday?
Not even a pound of sugar.
Toy Toy, have you ever been used as a stepping stool before? Latoya Daly, my little sister, have you ever been used or felt like you've been used as a stepping stool?
Some of them run away and leave.
How about you, bless mom? Have you ever felt like a stepping stool? Servant David, what about you? EK, if you're there in the background there listening, what do you think? Vybz with K, what about you? Have you ever felt like people are using you as a stepping stool? What did it feel like? I know what you're saying, little sis. I know what you mean. I've been having some typos during the day as well, so I know exactly what you mean. I just read the whole sentence and then I figure out what you're saying. Although sometimes it's not always that easy.
Here is your mentality. Poverty knocking at the door.
But have you ever been used as a stepping stool?
Hey y'all, real quick, let me remind you about the stepping stool. The people who intend to discourage you, the people who speak wicked on your name, the people who try to misuse you, the people who try to turn others against you, the people who plot on your demise, the people who say, the naysayers who say, oh, she'll never make it, that won't work, he'll be back, that business is corny, it's womp womp, the people who hang around you just to find out your business and learn what you do so that they can go blurt it out to others, all in the name of shaming you or using your name in vain. Those are the same people who God is going to use as your stepping stool. So get ready to step up and step out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to the words to this song. I know each and every one of us can relate.
Yeah. Take a journey in the
Listen to these words. As Latoya says, words, exclamation point.
Mine is yours.
Listen to the words to this song.
We all going through the same things.
Listen to the words of this song. Jim Bob, how you doing, brother? Manners, love, and elevation to you.
Don't ever misinterpret me. I'm glad to be alive, G. I put 2 and 2 together though, and I keep coming up with 3. It's hard to rest when you see the evil some people possess. It just multiplies stress. My depression's even depressed. Countless times I extended a hand to help a friend in need, only to misread because for me the same wasn't received. You called me when you was flat broke and wanted K to hook a loan up. When I said cool, you was at my house before I could hang the phone up. See, I break bread and feed you. These days homies will bleed you. The procedure, borrow money, then get selective amnesia. You try to give him time, but that seems to be worthless. Knowing he owe you, coming around you, showing you things he just purchased. Then they start ducking your calls. You know how you can tell, cause all you get is half a ring and then it's straight to the voicemail. So what the hell? I guess I got to leave these cats alone. Another friendship dead and gone over a couple of hundred bones. So phony, phony.
I feel like it's me and God only.
I can't let it phase me. I'm trying hard to keep from going crazy. What to keep from going crazy? When I detect a suspected lie, it's hard to let it slide. An artificial female friend milking your sympathetic side. Money I would give, not lend. Was down with her to the end. Not from a tricking standpoint, I just considered her a friend. Kinda mad I didn't control this. Never fathomed she would go this low, but now I'm tripping over this repeat pattern that I noticed. Like clockwork, an hour after every time she leave, she be like, baby, I need some money. Can you help me please? And I'm like, okay. Might pay a bill or help her knock the rent off. Every time she came around me, my gold digger alarm went off. But when I needed help and asked for it, the game flipped. She had more excuses than pipe burns on a crackhead's lips, and it's a trip. Cause when it's time to show me they my homie, they don't. And if I need them to do something for me, they won't. So now it's all about me, one syllable. And artificial people get cut loose like umbilicals. So phony. I feel like it's me and God only. I can't let it phase me.
All right, best mom. Thank you for being here, my twin. Thank you so much.
To keep from going crazy.
Thank you so much.
Going crazy. The doctor checked me out and wrote me a prescription with the quickness, but the side effects of the medicine was worse than the sickness. See, I sacrificed for others, but the same love didn't follow. I wish I had $1 for every time that I wished I had $1. I regret sometimes not having a biological seed. Anytime that it was ever proposed to me, I disagreed. If they persisted to insisted, I just packed up and I slid. Too many of my partners paying child support. Oh, hell no, not the kid, but if I did, maybe then hope would seem more realistic. To be gifted with a reflection of my own characteristics. Cause most people are senseless, self-centered and pretentious. Any show of love is meant to benefit their own interests. My eyes are now trained to spot game when it arises. The wisest people learn how to see through those disguises. Cause fakers show more fictional depictions than HBO. Fraud to real is a 99-to-1 ratio. Phony. I feel like it's me and God only. I can't let it phase me. I'm trying hard to keep from going crazy. What to keep from going crazy?
You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you don't know. You talk about people wherever you go. You just talk too much. Shut up! You talk too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. Hey, you over there, I know about your kind. You're like the Independent Network News on Channel 9. Everywhere that you go, no matter where you are at, I said you talk about this and you talk about that. When the cat took your tongue, I say you took it right back. Your mouth is so big, one bite could kill a Big Mac. You talk too much. Never shut up. I said you talk too much. Oh boy, you never shut up. You talk about people you don't even know. And you talk about places you never go. You talk about your girl from head to toe. I said your mouth's moving fast and your brain's moving slow. You talk too much.
rumor being spread about me and the crew, about something we did or supposed to do. You might not have heard it, or maybe you have. But when I first heard it, all I did was laugh. I used to get angry and all uptight, but you can say what you want to spell my name right. Cause all I'm ever guilty of was rocking the house. But that's not what the rumor was all about. So if you like it, then tell all your friends. And if you don't, wait until you see me again. This way I can hear it from the host's mouth. And right then and there we can straighten it out. Because I don't get involved with he said, she said. To take my advice and quit while you're ahead. Because one day I might not laugh, but then your mouth right to check, go behind can. Big mouth, big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth. Mouth almighty. People used to say that you had a big mouth, and now I understand what they're talking about. Because what we do is just between me and you, not something that you run and tell your crew. But you had to tell Sharon, and she told Carol. Then the story wrote on, just like a wheelbarrow. Carol told Dee Dee, and she told Pam. Pep was overheard and talking to her man. Pep was told Cookie, which she thought she heard. And somehow Easy-E had got the word. He told somebody I knew from uptown, and they called me up and put me down. Now the whole darn story been changed around, and that's the reason why I'm not with you now. Because you never should have opened your mouth at all. Now I wouldn't have had no reason to make this call. You got a big mouth, a big mouth. You got a big mouth, a big mouth, a big mouth.
When you get to the point where you really don't care, you become very, very dangerous. I'm not saying don't care like, I don't care if I do that. No, when you don't care about other people and how they view you, about how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, where you want to go with your life. Most of us fail in life because we're afraid of what everyone around you is thinking. That's 100% true. We live by the narrative of other people. One thing about life is that people in life, they're the ultimate puppet masters. They exploit your weakness, and they love to walk you around life and own space in your head. One of the biggest ways to cut those strings and walk on your own 2 fucking feet to your own destination in life is to build self-respect, self-esteem, self-discipline, all those things. Stay hard is not just about going to the fucking gym.
If you want something to play with, go and
as I said, I'm getting ready to close out. Servant David show has started.
Baby,
so I'm going to end this in just another 5 minutes or so.
And I'm not a little.
Manners, love, and elevation to you all.
If you are serious, don't play with my heart, it makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby I will. Girl, you know I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed. Let your conscience be your guide.
DJ Carter, are you play the biggest bit of them?
Why is this not the touch? Out to the one named The Flame. Manners, love, an elevation to you, girl.
For you can got me feeling so brand new. Cause of all the things you do, makes me wanna give it to you. You, boy, you got me feeling so brand new. Cause of all the things you do, makes me wanna give it to you. Baby, from your eyes and get up, my front start wet up. No need no cover, cause our body start sweat up. I want my dash out the wine, you're not lit up. Foot them net up, man, what a set up. Baby, there's not another word that I could say. The way that I feel, boy, I can't explain. You're making me higher than an aeroplane. Oh yeah, you're driving me insane. Boy, you got me feeling so brand new. Cause of all the things you do, makes me wanna give it to you. Yeah. You make me float. Boy, really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope. Cause you serve me on a regular. Boy, these guys true. Boy, just get me deeper. Baby, now hold me close. Let's take this overboard now. Let's go where I'm going. Yeah, show me you get my vote. Cause I believe know just what you're doing now. Baby, now we can close. Let's go. Let's don't get in a hurry. No, that's too slow. Put that thing in. I want you to buy. Persian rose, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you was Persian love. Are we turning up? Or are we wasting time? Girl, don't waste my time. No party. I don't just wanna chill with you. Oh, no. I wanna turn on. I wanna turn on. I wanna let you. That's the east of my door. Fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing your eyes, you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Can you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing your eyes, you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Can you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Oh, feel it, baby. Can you feel it, baby? Feel it, baby. Can you feel it, baby? Oh, feel it, baby. Can you feel it, baby? 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 Feel it, baby. I don't just wanna chill with you. I wanna turn on. I wanna turn on. I wanna let you. That's the east of my door. Fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing your eyes, you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Can you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing your eyes, you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Can you feel it, baby, you feel me, baby. Feel it, baby. Can you feel it, baby? Feel it, baby. Can you feel it, baby?
And this will be the last one. Once again, I want to thank you all for being here. It's a pleasure to have your presence. Man has love and elevation. This was Raw Chatting. In just about another 15 minutes ago or so, it's going to be a short devotion. Very short. So feel free to run on over to the Servant David Show and get a quick word, positivity, I'm always trying to be positive, but a quick word from the Lord, that is. And for those of you who are here, I want to say thank you. I didn't really plan to do this until today. I said, it's been a while. I haven't been on here. I haven't uploaded much on here. So let me just show my face on it a little bit and, show some activity on it. Since I won't be on this or my main channel after this this week here, just a few days to go, and then I go into the 4 months of the 6 months. So once again, thank you all for being here. Bless Mom, my twin. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you so much for keeping me in track. Thank you so much for looking out for me. Thank you so much.